We are for APC. Oh, no, no, no. We are for APC.
All right. I think first, before we do this, presentation, I just wanted to say, congratulations to you guys. You've done such a marvelous job today, and we are very, very proud of you guys. This is the best so far, and we've traveled around, a few spots. This is going to be the best, so far. So, very, very well done to you guys. Now, before we do the presentation, I'd just like you guys, to cast your eyes onto that, the banner there. Now, what is very, very symbolic about that banner? It's the broom. Okay. Now, today we've heard about, talks about passion, loyalty, discipline, and all that. Okay. But I've got to say that, you guys have got to be working as one, because that's the only way you can get away from today, and maybe for other things you do, and feel that you've achieved something. Now, our slogan says change, and we've also heard about carry go. Now, you cannot change and carry go if you decide to remain as you are, and that's a fact. Okay? Now, we were in a meeting last week, and my chairman was talking, and he used the analogy of the broom. And it is something so very, very simplistic, but it is something we fail to see and to recognize. Now, he says our symbol, the symbol on the logo is a broom, and it's got multi-purpose functions. It sweeps. Yes, you cannot sweep the floor with this kind of broom. I can assure you that. I'm sure you can, but it will take you a longer time, to complete that task. Agreed? Yep. Now, so in order for you to sweep this place properly, you've got to get that symbol there and do it in a shorter time. It says it can also reach other place your hand cannot reach, which means we should be able to, as a group, to reach other parts, within the UK, which is exactly what we're doing. And it says something else which nobody thought about, which is also very, very, if you like, visible, and maybe some of us experience that. It can also be used as an instrument, to get people in line. Now think about when you were young. That was very, very effective, if you were not listening, if you understand what I meant. So I come from that background, where if you saw the group, you knew what it meant. Yeah. So it can also be used, in that respect. So we are saying, as a group, we've got to be very, very disciplined. And I must say, we have been very, very disciplined. It doesn't matter, what the manifesto says. If you're not disciplined, you cannot achieve it. Now we talk about PDP being an irresponsible bunch of guys. Of course they are. But if you look at the manifesto of PDP, nowhere does it state that you must steal. Nowhere does it state you must act with impunity. It doesn't state so anywhere. Okay? But it is the people who are associated with that has made the manifesto of PDP what it is today. And now we can be the same. Because when you look at our manifesto, it's got a lot of good things. It talks about the social welfare of our nation and our people. Okay? But we've got to be disciplined in order for us to carry that through. So I'm not going to say anything else because I'm sure you have read all of this before. But all I'm going to say is, yes, please, let us carry ourselves. There'll be hard times, I can assure you that. You've heard about the fact that some of our members, they leave their families, their wives at home. I am fortunate because, my wife, she's in it. But some of you might not be in that position. So all I'm going to ask is, please be considerate, to one another. There will be differences, okay? And where you've got one or two people, then you're going to have differences of opinions. But what you've got to do is respect that opinion. Respect one another. And once you learn to do that, I can assure you, you'll not go wrong. So, thank you very much. And I'm just going to do the presentation with the help of my wife, Akpan-Inwang.
them they can know. We are for APC. Oh no no no. We are for APC. Oh no no no. We are for APC. Oh no no. We are for APC. Hey! Ha! Make way! Ah! Let go! United we stand for peace and justice. Aṣíwájú Tinubu, Muhammadu Buhari, Abisi Akonde, Balayi Muhammed, Abature Raki Fashola, ẹ ṣé àdúpẹ́, Ìsìngègè Rọ́ṣà Sokorosha.
APC. Good evening, everyone. All protocols observed. My advice is going to women, and this is the advice. I want women to be focused and also to get more women into the party. Please try to invite more women into the party. It's not a dirty game. It's only our people play it dirty. It's not dirty. Women, you are all invited. And I want to also advise the women, when you use this broom, you know, when we want to sweep, we sweep like this. From today till the 29th, I want you to push like this and push the whole PDP away. Push like this. So don't sweep them, push them like this. And that is what we told God. We want to push them away, and we were sweeping the opposite side to push them hard, and they have done. Thank you.
Abiola Jimobi, Udikunle Amosun, Rotimi Amechi, Ada Social Media.
And of course, all of us have been following politics of Nigeria. Of course, we are politicians. We know what happened in River State. We were most oppressed in River State. The incumbent president and his wife, they claim to hold the political structures in River State. And they decided that because they saw us as rebels, they decided that we are not going to have anything good in River State. I and my relatives, my friends, and our political group supported our leader, the Right Honorable Dekue. We supported him and followed him everywhere. Everything he did, we supported. All what happened to APC members in River State. Most of us saw it on the internet, saw it in the media. We were oppressed in River State. We were oppressed in River State, but the spirit of change kept us. We yearned for change, we stood for change, and we actualized change in River State and in Nigeria. When our chairman was speaking, he said, we are going to be unreasonable to ensure that Nigerians in the diaspora get to vote in the next election. That is one major thing we must do. The other thing I am saying we have to do is that the change should not just be something we hear. The change should be seen. Nigerians have heard about change. We must ensure that change is seen in Nigeria. APC. Change Nigeria for better. APC. We must ensure that those people that has refused to observe the tenets of democracy should never enjoy democracy. Why did I say that? Somebody decided to stay in his house or in his office to write results, discountenance and disregarding the PVCs and the card reader machine. But the Nigeria system also allows the person to enjoy the benefits of such corruption. We must ensure, as those people that are living in the United Kingdom, we find out that if you win an election, you move in the next day because it was credible. But now, somebody will decide to disregard all the tenets of democracy, all the ethics of democracy, and yet enjoy the office. What do we do as people that are living in the developed economy? We must ensure that our people will have to change the constitution to ensure that if you have violated the constitution, you should not enjoy the constitution. APC! APC! Ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and sisters, it's a privilege. Our children will know that in Nigeria, in 2015, when we had the PDP oppressing us, we took the path of the progressives. It will be written in the annals of history that you and I were part of the change in Nigeria. Congratulations to all of us. Congratulations to all of us. God bless you. God bless you.
Everywhere I go, everywhere I enter, people them they sing, people them they know.
I'm president of Nigerians, president of all Nigerians in this union, both APC, PDP, and those that don't belong to any political party. To just say we welcome the National Executive of APC and the Bedfordshire Committee. They said I should tell you people that they're happy about this gathering, and they're also happy for the peaceful conduct of elections back in Nigeria. And speaking for all Nigerians, they aim for change. They believe in General Buhari. We've heard, some of us were not born yet when he was the past head of state. But we've heard and read about the level of integrity he has. And if we, because we look at events in Nigeria, will show us that we are blessed with both natural and human resources without any non-natural disasters. So all we need is someone who can harness these very good parts of our country, who can harness these resources so that Nigeria will be better for it. And someone like General Buhari, who is known for his high level of integrity, I believe is someone whom we need at this point to steer the ship of state. And so, as president of the Nigerian Student Society, we say we support the APC UK, we support the APC Bedfordshire, but we also ask for one thing. If we reminiscent about the activities prior to the elections, we will notice that APC and the final election win was driven mostly by the youth and through so much social media activism. And it means that having gotten the booty, so to say, that the youth should be remembered within the larger equation ramifications in terms of posts and other sensitive issues. If we remember the last election that just held this country, a 20-year-old was elected as a parliamentarian from Scotland, SNP. So it means that one of the issues that the National Executive in UK can take back home to people like Ashiwaju is that the Nigerian Constitution should be looked into so that as a young Nigerian, you don't wait till you are 35 years before you can contest for a state and assembly election. Because APC mainly and the wins was driven by the youth. And if it was driven by the youth, it means the youth have very important things to also contribute towards nation building. And if they do, then the constitution should be changed to 18 years. And as a law student, the rule of law mantra suggests that there should be equal application of law. So if the general legal age in Nigeria is 18 years, both driving and other legal age, I don't see why that of contesting election should be 35. So it means the law should be applied equally. So it should be brought down to 18 years. Once again, I'm happy for this gathering, and I thank you all. Thank
Thank you very much for the support you've given us to put us together tonight. We really do appreciate your leadership. Honorable Chairman of UK, APC UK, thank you very much, and the whole executive of UK, thanks very much for being in our midst tonight. We appreciate your guidance. We've taken your notes about The inappropriate use of words, it's supposed to be branch, not chapter. That's been noted. And actually, there's something like General Secretary. It is Secretary. We've taken that on board, and we will take appropriate measures to correct it. So thank you very much for putting us straight on that. I recognize the presence of my very special leader, Honorable Tunde Duwati, the very architect of APC UK Bedfordshire. I love my heart, sir. And for all our sundry present here, all I could say is thank you for being part of this occasion. Thank you for being part of this change. And as we continue to marry and we get ready to return to our various places, may the mercy of the Lord go with us. Amen. And the next time we have cause to be together, may we even have increased in number, in substance, and in everything else that is good. Thank you. APC.
We are for APC. We are for APC. Aliyu Amako for Sokoto. We are for APC. Ako Amakura for Nasarawa. We are for APC. Motala Wiyako for Adamawa. We are for APC. Abubakar Yari for Zamfara.